Today is the most exciting day in any sim racer's life. Graduating from school, your wedding day, having your first child? No. Today, we're installing motion, baby.
I found a motion system that's half the price of most competitors, yet it promises some pretty big things. And I've never even tried motion before in my life. So I've got some questions, like, what happens if I hit something? And this is all part of a series where I have less than 1 year to go from lifelong rally fan to competitive rally racer in a real-life championship. We're using sim racing and an old low-budget rally car to get there. How far can we take this? Hit that subscribe button if you like, and let's find out.
Okay, welcome to IKEA Corner, where everything is spelled with 29 letters and they're all consonants. And it's actually pretty fitting because the company who makes this motion rig is also from Sweden, and they're called Simrig. This is the Simrig SR3. It is the big boy motion platform that they make. It holds up to, I think it was 250 kilograms, which is like, I think 550 pounds. I'm about 200 pounds. We have a pretty chonky boy rig, and so they recommended, wow, these are really nice looking. They recommended this setup here. Let's just take a look at these first. They're way more compact than pretty much any other actuator I've seen out there, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to go for them. It's not these huge posts sticking out everywhere. But two, talking with these guys, their biggest thing is that they wanted to make the most affordable, high-end motion rig possible so that more people can experience motion and have it on their sim rig setups, which is kind of like the whole thing about this channel. It's like doing as much as possible with as little funds as possible. So definitely fits the bill. Let's see. Oh, very cool. All right, first things first, and it's gonna be a little bit sketchy. I don't know if this will actually work. I have to detach this triple monitor setup from the rest of the rig because we're not gonna want to move the monitors. And so instead of doing the normal thing and just buying a new triple monitor setup, I wanted to make sure I can reuse what I already have. So I bought legs from a single monitor setup, and we're just gonna try and piece them together. I hope it works, but I don't actually know yet. It's a nice finish on that. Let me ruin it with this razor. Okay, I think this is actually gonna work. And so that goes there, bolt that on there, and bingo labongo, we've got a triple monitor stand with only paying for a single monitor stand. You may have noticed the camera's actually moving around now. It's not just stuck on a tripod. That's because I'm joined by my friend Stan here. Stan, he would never say this because he just won't say it, but he's like the photographer in Canadian rally. He's so good at what he does. He's out to come help film. And you've never tried one of these things before either.
Never.
He's never tried my rig, he's never tried motion. Should be pretty fun.
I'm excited.
Let's go. Yeah, tons of clearance. Should be good. Okay. So the bottom of the rig now has to go up to there and then bolts through and then secondary bolt up top. Easy, right? Right. Okay. Big moment, time to put on the first actuator. Yeah, so it just hooks in on the top and then, bam, that's clean. Oh yeah, I guess we can grab here now, that's easier. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1, and down. Oh man, this is going to be fun. 3, 2, 1. Yep. Something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna be moving these as close to here as possible. Try and even out the weight a little bit. Just throw it onto the front feet. Okay, ready?
Yep.
Wow. I just can't believe this is all gonna be flying around.
That's a lot of metal
It
to
is.
move around.
And a lot of person.
In person.
Okay, control box. Let's do this. I don't want to wait any longer. Control box. Just throwing the cables on. I was just showing the camera. Not you! And then connecting it to the box. Stan and I were just saying, like, that's a 1,000 watt power supply. This PC, what is it, 850 watt? I can't remember. Power running the wheelbase, all of that. We'll see if it trips a breaker. It might. So I guess this is it then. And done. Well, okay then. Supposedly, this is now an angry robot that should move a lot. Let's just turn it on. What's the worst that'll happen? It's almost as hard as my real car now. Okay, keyboard in hand. I've got emergency stop button here, which is depressed, so that's good. So it's not gonna just activate as soon as we fire this up, but it's time to fire this up. This keyboard sucks, but all the keyboards with trackpads suck. This is from a brand called Real Internet Idea. So that's fun. I got my emergency stop button here. Let's hope we don't bottom out to the monitors. Stan, if you will please, power on the PC. This shouldn't do anything, nothing should happen. I do not have a program installed. The button is pressed, we should be good. Okay, computer's booting, that's good. Didn't do something wrong there. Okay, well, I'm just gonna release the emergency stop button just to see if anything happens. Like if the power goes out, just doing nothing. Okay, it should have power now, but we're good. All right, so we gotta download the software. All that fun, exciting stuff. We'll see you once that's done. So we got some choices. We got presets for normal, high, raw, and custom. I think should I just leave it how they want it for now? Kind of just want to put it to raw.
Put it raw and see what happens.
Yeah, that's a smart move.
Go all the way.
Yeah, we're here, man. Like, come on, we're putting in all this work. We're gonna do EA Sports WRC this time, folks, not just Dirt Rally, that's right. And yes, I'm gonna get to Richard Burns Rally, I promise, I swear. The only thing I'm just gonna go into a stage. Ooh, what to do? How about Sardinia? Sardegne, as they say. Okay, so we have this thing set to raw. Hold on, I actually have a reason for this now, folks. Oh, this is tighter, because this seat's more forward. And because it's post-Christmas. It would seem crazy to me that everything would just work. Like there's so much going on that how could everything just work? My pedals doing stuff. Okay, so first things first, the monitors are really high, so I'm gonna move this down and in, and I'm just not gonna be able to see the shifter or anything. That's how it's gonna be for now. I guess I just go now? Do I have to do anything else? I feel like I should be doing something else. Oh god. Handbrake's not tight.
5,
Here we go.
3, 2,
Is it gonna do something?
1, go.
No, it's not. That was anticlimactic. Why would it not go? Oh, I wonder. I know what it is. We're gonna do this, folks. Yep, manual H pattern. This is some good TV, folks. Restart.
Square right, left over crest. Good luck. 4, 3,
Oh.
2, 1, go. Square right.
Whoa!
Into left over
Whoa!
crest. 3 right.
I forgot to shift.
40, 1 left. Tightens.
No
40,
way.
Slight right and left over.
Oh my gosh.
60.
So I put it in raw mode, so it's getting all of the data from the suspension, so I actually feel the road of a video game. That's crazy.
40, 4 left over crest.
Whoa! That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh man, it's like those. Oh, see? This is EA Sports WRC right here, folks. Oh man, it's so immediate too.
Crest, 60, crest, 40.
I can't believe this is real. This is so crazy. Oh, and hitting the brakes? I got no seatbelt tensioner, but those seatbelts tension up. And I'm driving like crap because this is kind of a lot. Oh, I just love hitting the brakes. And you can feel it, like, you can feel the weight shifting. Whoa, too much. Too much. Yeah, so I'll just be here for the rest of my life now. Thanks. Oh man, that is so cool. It's the braking. It's the braking the braking and the weight transfer. That is crazy. Like the bumps on the road, that's one thing that's very cool. Brakes and weight transfer. What happens if I hit something? Okay. It's not gonna kill you if you hit something. Oh man, okay. I want some jumps. Okay, so the thing that I wanted out of this the most, I just needed it to be more hectic, because like when you're in a real rally car, everything's gonna be flying at you all the time. The car's flying around everywhere. I feel like if you could set up a training rig that could replicate that, you're in business. And this is that. That is so cool. So there were a couple of things, two big things. One, was braking and weight transfer. I just wanted that to feel realistic, and it friggin' does. Like, better than I expected. 2, the one thing that I feel like that I haven't been able to even try to train on with a sim rig is heel toe shifting and trying to match revs and all those things. You just can't, you have no feel if you have no motion going on. So I am curious, if I'm not matching revs properly, will it kind of, you know, kick me forward like a real car would? Like, oh, no, you didn't do that right. Let's find out. Go in an H pattern car, tighten these down.
100.
Whoa,
Turn square
that's so cool. Okay, it kind of did it. So I didn't try to rev match, and I popped the clutch, and I felt a little like push forward.
open hairpin left. And 6 right.
This is-
Opens and tightens.
Whoa.
And turn 1
When I was
right,
going over the
tightens,
hill,
and
I
4
felt the
towards
sensation of
crest.
going over a hill.
4 left. Opens and tightens.
That was very cool and very unexpected.
60. Brake. 1 right.
I want to try Dirt Rally 2 real quick.
Go. 50.
Whoa.
3 right over crest, long tightens. Into 4 left, tightens, turn square left. Keep right over 60. 2 left over crest, tightens.
Wow. You can just feel that
Into 3
lack
right
of
over
traction
crest.
in there. Whoa.
Into 5 left. And 2 right long, tightens over crest.
Whoa.
Into
This
3
one's more.
left. And keep right over
There's
bump.
more going on
Into
this
4
one.
left long. To
Wow.
keep right over
I'm like
30.
hitting my head on the
5
side.
left. 5 right over bumps.
But it doesn't feel out of place. Like, I know I'm maxing this out. I'm in raw mode here. I don't think I'd want it any other way,
50.
to be honest.
3 left, tightens over crest, don't cut.
All right. You're in, champ. This is the best part about having a cool sim is other people trying it.
This is so weird to put a belt on.
Until you start driving that thing and you're like, oh yes,
Makes sense.
needed.
This is already so trippy.
Yeah, right. I guess you haven't been in anything like this.
Never tried any sim rig
No.
at all.
Yeah.
And now we're jumping into a motion one. So
Yeah.
let's give it a try.
50. 3 right over crest, long tightens. Into 4 left, tightens, turn square left. Keep bumping.
Oh my gosh, this is
And keep left over
so
crest,
much.
jump.
But this is so cool. I mean, you can.
5 left long, tightens 3.
You're driving a car.
To keep right over
unbelievable
jump into 3 left
how
long, opens over crest. And keep right.
realistic this
into
is.
4 left over crest.
For me watching from the outside,
Bumps. 5 left over
it
jump.
doesn't look that
5
violent.
right long, opens over crest, back
But when you're in the chair, every single one of those little tiny movements.
You can feel so much in this rig.
can
Not
really
just
hear
the crest,
Yeah, you can't hear me.
but like that.
left, tightens over crest, don't
You can
cut.
feel the
Into
grass.
6 right.
That is insane. That is cool. Can I do one more, huh?
Again!
Into cut. 5 left.
There's so much sensory input
Yeah.
that I'm pretty much forgetting to shift. Like I'm supposed to downshift right there.
I think my favorite part is when the tires are scrambling for grip. And it's like how it really does in
Yeah.
a real car.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
That is really neat. A lot of sensory input,
Yeah.
and my brain's just not process
It's got nothing
any
left.
of that fast enough.
To keep middle of a big jump. 60.
Whoa.
Flat
Yeah,
right
when
of
it
a
jumps.
crest, extra long. Into crest.
All of a sudden,
3
nothing.
left long.
Wow.
Opens. 6.
Wow, this is
Long of a crest.
unbelievable.
To keep flat middle of a
Ah,
crest.
again.
And jump. And 5 right of a crest long. 3 left long. Opens of a crest.
Whoa.
Into 6 right.
I think that's only the third
50.
corner.
100.
Whoa.
Turn 3 right. Keep in of a crest. Opens. 80.
Whoa.
6 right of a crest. Jump.
Just
50.
chaos. Sheer chaos.
Caution. Crest 50.
Big jump.
50.
Oh, I see what it's doing. When you go off the jump, the whole thing settles so that when you land, it can push up on you. So it feels like you're hitting, right? That's what it's doing. That's pretty cool.
It's like squatting to jump up.
Yeah.
It's doing the same
so
thing.
that you have that force when you land. So it's more about the landing than it is about the takeoff.
So cool.
That's sweet. Yeah. Well, it's been about a week now since week and a half since I've had the SimRig S3 on the racing rig. And yeah, what are my thoughts? Well, it's terrible. It's awful. I don't recommend, like 0 out of 10. Obviously, I'm just kidding. Like, how could somebody not have the best time ever with friggin' motion on their rig? It is incredible. But for my goals of making the most accurate possible rally-focused sim rig, how does it stack up? The weakness of any motion system is that it can't do sustained G-forces. But fortunately, in a rally scenario, or at least for loose surface like gravel or snow rally scenarios where I'm gonna be spending all of my time, these are very low grip environments, which means it's as far as like sustained G-forces, there's not a lot going around. Like, I've been in a very, very unbelievably fast pro level rally car before, ripping through corners, and even then, there's G-forces, but that's like those side-to-side Gs, that's not really the main thing. And so for loose surface, if we're taking a lot of those like higher load sustained G-forces out of the picture, what you're left with is like road texture and bumps and the car unsettling or waiting to the front, like hitting the brakes and feeling the weight of the car shift around. That's, for me anyways, that's what I want to be feeling out of a training rig for rally. And that's exactly what systems like the S3 do best. And I still can't believe how good they are in certain scenarios, like that weight transfer and hitting the brakes. Simrig did an incredible job with these. Go and check them out if you want. There's a link in the description. And in the next video, we are trading the rig for the real car because we got to go and do some serious high-speed testing with that thing because I've got my first actual real deal, very scary stage rally coming up in just a few short weeks. And I've opened up a Patreon, so if you wanted to support the channel, including there's the way for you to actually get your name on the race car itself for the whole season, or your business's name on the race car for the whole season, go and check out the Patreon link down in the description or in the pinned comment. And thank you so much for watching this. I'm gonna be doing some updates as we go along into the future with this rig as well, so keep an eye out for that. But we'll see you on the next one.